Heidi ho, wild child, unfiltered here. I've got a question for you. Do you ever have fruit that about goes bad and you really don't want to throw it out because you know it's fruit and you paid money for it or it was given to you and you just hate wasting? See, I have 3 apples here that don't look so good, right? Well, instead of throwing them away or feeding them to the horses, I'm gonna do something with them. Alright, so we're gonna do some breakfast meal prepping, right? Super easy. 5 minutes or less with, we'll give you enough food for the next 4 or 5 days, something like that. Not bad, right? And all I'm gonna use is some oats. I still have a little bit left in here, but I'm gonna open those. And some fruit that, as you can tell, has passed its prime or its peak or whatever you call it, right? Super easy. So obviously you read the instructions on your oats, but just gonna put it in there. I usually go with 2 cups of oats. And then I add 4 cups of water. And I add some cinnamon and pop it in the microwave. And here's a little tip. If you ever brought home flour or something and then you ended up having tiny little like brownish bugs in your cabinets, it's horrible, right? You lose so much food. We had that happen once. So everything is going in Ziploc bags now. And when I close them, when I close the Ziploc bags with the open food in it, I make sure there is some air in the Ziploc bag. So it's almost like, you're creating a tight seal in there. And I know when I reach for it and there is no bubble left in it, I know something has penetrated the seal. But if the air bubble remains when I pull it back out, I know it's still good and no bugs have been getting in. Alright, this is how it looks. I have added the water, I have the oats in there. I'm going to add some cinnamon. And then I'm going to stir it and pop it in the microwave. You can hear it in the background. Our oats are in the microwave. I've set them for 4 minutes. I'm going to stir it after the 4 minutes. See how the liquid ratio is doing. Pop it back in for another 3 minutes or however long it takes. In the meantime, I'm going to peel and dice my apples. Now the biggest struggle is to convince Deviant to let me use a knife. He's very protective. He doesn't want people touching his stuff. So there's my apples. Chop them all up, cut all the bad stuff out. I peel them, so there's the pile of bad stuff. I'm gonna add cinnamon. And I'm gonna add some raw honey. You can also add the raw honey after you cook it. So there it is mixed in, right? I still have some juice left from Thanksgiving from the cranberry sauce I made. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. You can add water and sometimes you don't have to add anything. So I switched it out. Here's our oatmeal, right? Pulled it out of the microwave. It will thicken over the next hour or so, but it's done cooking. And I put the apples, our apples we made, I put those in the microwave for 3 minutes for now. So there it is. I had the apples in the microwave for a total of 4 minutes. You can cook them longer or less, right? Depending on whatever consistency you want. The house smells like apple pie because of the cinnamon we added, right? And the raw honey. And here's our oatmeal still thickening. And it's actually already getting thicker in just those last 3 minutes. This is awesome. And then there's our apples. So, 1 serving of oatmeal in the morning, a little bit of apple on top of it, throw it in the microwave, and you have a healthy breakfast. And honestly, I didn't even figure any cost on that because it is ridiculous. It really is. It's probably going to end up being like 30 cents or something like that per breakfast. That's something that Mac eats every single morning. And the size what I made here, or better, the amount I made here usually lasts him about 5 days for breakfast. So you have an entire week of breakfast that he can eat before he goes to work. So tell me again, you can't eat healthy? And as always, feel free to share my video. Try the recipes. Let me know how you like it. Give me some feedback. Be creative. Change it up. And come back to Team Werewolf training. That's what we do. We're here to help people live happy and fulfilling life.